It's time for Virus and Trend. Let's look at the stories that you commented heavily on that has caused the stories to trend across social media. I mean, the weekend came, we saw, you commented, you made those videos, you made your contributions, and now we're here to let the social media meet with the newsroom. But then let's get into Virus and Trend this morning. I'll quickly take you to a moment after. You remember the Bishops' Conference met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the previous week, where a lot was said from that meeting. But after that meeting, a lot has been said as well. As Archbishop Emeritus John Cardinal Onaiyekan now has stated that President Bola Tinubu is surrounded by people giving him a false rosy picture of Nigeria, noting during a television interview that the president appeared unhappy when Catholic bishop confronted him with the harsh economic realities facing citizens. You'd recall from that meeting that happened between the bishop and the president, a lot was said. But let me take you to that moment after that meeting with the president. He granted an interview on television, and he also said what he saw from that meeting, which has now caused a lot of debate on social media. Let's quickly take you to that moment.
I was not surprised that he was not looking very happy. Not even his colleagues who were there. We knew that this is different from the kind of statements that our president keeps receiving from all kinds of people. And that is one of the things that worries us, that there are so many people hanging around Mr. President, giving him a rosy picture of what the country is, which it is not. And we felt that we have no duty to do that. Indeed, we have the obligation to help him to appreciate the reality of the situation in which we find.
And that is the statement that has caused social media to go, whoa, what did you say? Why did you say that? Some are saying, why shouldn't he say that? Some are saying, yes, he's Nigerian enough to say that. I mean, he lives in this country. But I'll quickly run through some of the comments on X now. At Best Educator says, now, wow, using lives to play politics should be totally discouraged. If this has any connection to do with the recent interview where the bishop spilled the truth about what is happening in the country, the bishop simply said the truth. I rest my case. That's one person who commented. Another person said, there is power in saying the truth. The headquarters of Broom Party and its members have not rested since that interview with the Catholic bishop. I have always said it's the Broom Party and its members, including the sheriff, are all corn and fuse. Now, corn in Agbado and fuse in fuse. That's the two words meshed together on social media. The truth hurts. I rest my case again. That's one comment that caught my attention. And I'll quickly take this one before I let it go. It says that that's why you have the Elias as the governor, and all of them are in one party, and some words that I can't even take fully. But those are the comments that caught attention. But you can also let us know your comment. Go on X, use the hashtag Virus and Trend with Marion, and of course at the Real Media NG. Tweet at us, let us know your comments. You can also send me a text messages right now, and I'll be sure to take it. From that comment that has caused social media to go haywire, we'll move on to another comment that has made you also react so much that it started trending, even at #1 at some point on X. But let me quickly take you to the moment where the Power Minister, Joseph Tegbe, made some comments that's caused Nigerians to wonder, wow, is this where we are? Let's take a listen.
I promise you, next year, by God's grace, we will put a stop to this so-called subsidy in the power sector. Mr. President, we will not deprive Nigeria of anything. We will make sure the Nigerian consumers continue to have the power and improve power services. This is amazing good news, like I told you, that services have improved. We now have lights 16 hours. I said someday in the next 2-3 years, you might have like 24 hours or 22 hours. God's willing.
That statement, so-called subsidy will be gone come 2027. We have served you right. The power has improved. We have more light, 16 hours. Can you confirm, please, that you have 16 hours of power in your homes? Please let me know. The number is 090620299933. For you listening to us via the radio, Real 99.3 FM Abuja. But if you're with us on YouTube, of course, our YouTube channel, the Rebroadcasting Network, the numbers are displayed on the screen. Now, Nigerians have commented heavily, and I'll quickly take some of your comments at this moment. Well, someone said, and I'm going to quote you, but I'm waiting for you to also let me know your thoughts, not just via the social media, but via the text as well. At Zona Arinze said, why bother about tomorrow when you can't feed today? What's the point? People need to survive today to be able to deliver or see tomorrow. 3 out of 4-year tenure, the reforms are unbearable. What would you have people do? A little relief should be advised. He should reverse it. That is from Zona Arinze on X. Also, Adikbo Popsin, he commented, this same line of thought explains why the country has remained undeveloped for decades. Countries like China and Singapore went through similar periods, and today they have lifted millions out of poverty. You can't continue to subsidize people's lifestyle and expect that the country will move forward. No pain, no gain. So I guess this person is for and not against. At Maurice Moye said, I was in a space I organized and Nigerians were lamenting the incoming removal of electricity subsidy. Fuel subsidy removed, electricity subsidy removed, education expensive and out of reach of the common man. What is your benefit as a Nigerian? What do you benefit as a Nigerian? Let's think about it. What do you benefit as a Nigerian? If I go by this comment now saying that fuel subsidy gone, we hit the ground running with that. Electricity subsidy about to be gone. Education is more expensive. They say we have nil fund now. You can borrow and then pay later, but still, it's expensive. I mean, those are the comments that we caught on social media. Your comments are also very much welcome. So let me know. Send me a text, tweet at me, use the hashtag virus and trend with Marian. But that comment has been trending and that video has been making the rounds. But then let's wrap up virus and trend quickly as the one and only Davido, yes, you'd wonder what's going on. Are you a fan of Davido or you're not his fan? He is said to have dropped his 6th studio album over the weekend. And then, of course, while his fans are already debating which song deserves the biggest hit spot, others are simply criticizing his music career. Some are saying you do not have a spot in music. You should retire at this point. But Davido indeed dropped his 6th studio album titled Oria Day over the weekend, and he's got about 13 tracks on that album. But I'll quickly take some of the comments from netizens online, of course. At Upflash Global says, mind-blowing G, my mentor know they carry last. Since last night till now, album has been on repeat. At Drastic also commented, bro has been on musical decline since Unavailable. I beg. It's time for him to enter acting or politics. He don't try. Music is over for him. That's one comment as well. Really? Is music over for Davido already? I mean, he has hinted that he's got a documentary coming out. He's got a movie coming out as well. Of course, he's quite involved in politics in Osun State. So I think he's an all-rounder. And he's let you know over and over again that his love for music is why he's still in the game. But that's where we wrap up Virus and Trend this morning. A big congrats to Davido and his fans on the 6th studio album released, Oria Day. And of course, to you who's commented, and your messages are very much welcome. Keep it coming. Hashtag Virus and Trend with Marian.